On the scene, know we doing it right. Talking politics, you read when we up on the mic. It's no BS, we cover each and every weekend. Put you on the game, this is WTF.
What's going on, guys? This is WTF. This is podcast number 5. Today's another special podcast. I'm here with a good friend of mine, Ethan Tendler, longtime friend. We were high school buddies. It was all that good stuff. So I'm with him today on Skype. So Ethan, how you doing?
What's up, guys? Ethan.
You could go ahead and give like a little bit of like a sports background, maybe like what teams you like and stuff.
Well, I've been playing sports my whole life. I grew up playing basketball and started playing volleyball in high school because of basketball to improve at my physical abilities. Been following basketball since I can remember, maybe 3 years old. Football the same way. My favorite football team is the Patriots, as I get a lot of hate for, I know.
Yeah.
Especially from me with the Steelers fan, but it is. Favorite basketball team is the Phoenix Suns. I was a season ticket holder this past year. Huge sports fan. I watch every game, every single highlight. I know all the stats. It's just sports are my life. It's what we do. It's what I even have a company based on it. I've got Slam Dunk Promotions, and I supply apparel, team gear, everything for all high school sports teams, AAU, travel basketball, travel volleyball, anything.
Dang. Yeah, you did Cam High, right?
Yeah, I've done Cam High's volleyball program for the last 2 years. Worked
cool.
my way into the basketball program
Mm-hmm.
and polo. So, yeah, things are going well. Sports is my life.
Nice. Where are you right now?
I recently moved from Southern California to Henderson, Nevada, and so I could pursue the Las Vegas market in my business. And it's going well. I've been here since October in an apartment, and I'm going to get a house in about 2-3 months.
Wow. Congrats. That's cool. Nice. All right. So we'll go ahead and get started then.
All right.
We don't have that much to talk about, but I mean a good meat of it. Yeah. All right. So first things first is talk about Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphins. He just got into a possible season-ending injury. So what does that mean for Dolphins fans? Do they expect Jay Cutler or Matt Moore? What do you think?
I think a lot of people are expecting Jay Cutler. I think a lot of people are hoping that they take a chance on Kaepernick, which I think would be a bad move. Not because Kaepernick's a bad quarterback. He doesn't fit Gase's offense.
No.
Gase is about quick reads, get the ball out of hands fast, and Cap's all about sitting back there, seeing what develops and making things develop with his legs, with his arm. He's still super talented. He should be a starter. There's no doubt about it. The Jets should sign him. But, I think it could definitely derail their season. I think they had a lot of high hopes. They got a lot better through the draft this year.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay Ajayi exploded the second half of last year. We all saw that.
Yeah.
They're gonna be okay. I think Jay Cutler would do well. Obviously, he's ran the offense before, and he played his best football in that offense.
Yeah, with Adam Gase.
Yeah, and this team is arguably more talented than the Bears team.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not receiving core. I mean, they've got some good receivers in Miami, but Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey were same duo for a while.
Well, right now I think Dolphins have a better offense because Chicago doesn't have either one of those guys. So their best receiver is Marcus Wheaton.
Yeah. True.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, I know. I think they're saying Matt Moore for right now, but if I'm a Dolphins fan, I think I would want Jay Cutler just because we've seen him play and he's got a good arm. So I think that's all he needs right there. And I think Kaepernick just sits back there and waits for something to happen. And I don't think that could work.
I think that Jay Cutler will be better than any backup quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, Matt Moore has proven on multiple different occasions that he cannot perform at a professional level when the lights are on. I mean, he's a backup for a reason. He's like Drew Stanton.
Exactly. Drew Stanton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I still think Miami can make some noise. I think they're the second best team in our division after Buffalo, after New England, Buffalo. I like Ajayi a lot.
Yeah.
They lost some pieces on their line, which could hurt Ajayi, but he's a big dude.
Yeah, he's gonna run that offense for them.
He's gonna get 25 touches a game at least.
Yeah, he has to.
Yeah, he could go for 1,400 yards this year.
Yeah.
But really, it's going to come down to quarterback play, like it always does.
Yep. I never thought that Tannehill was really a leader on that Dolphins offense. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this creates like some sort of controversy for who should actually be that quarterback, because I don't think Tannehill's the guy. But
someone like the Dolphins try to make a move for Garoppolo, interdivision rival. I
that'd
don't
be
ever
pretty
see
cool.
it happening because I don't think Belichick would give his playbook to other teams, like the same reason he go to the Jets.
Yeah.
Jets offered us their first round pick for him, and we said no. So I don't see Dolphins being able to put anything together to get him. But yeah, they're a fun team to watch. I like the Dolphins. They always have good matchups. I hate their fans though. Their fans are bad.
Yeah, they made the playoffs last year. I think they lost to Pittsburgh in the wild card. That was a great game. But then we went on to get destroyed by New England. But we'll get to that. So, yeah, we talked about Dolphins, talked about Tannehill. Speaking of off-season and practice and stuff like that, there's the preseason, which I never was a fan of, at least for 4 games. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I'd love to hear that.
At the most, there should be 2 games.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We should extend the NFL season by 2 games and take away 2 preseason. Or just extend the season and keep it 16 games and give people more rest. So
yeah,
I just think preseason is so stupid.
Yeah, because you see players get hurt every week, and it just ruins their season, and it could ruin their career, and I don't agree with that.
What is up with career? Like, injuries seriously multiply every single year. It seems like people are getting hurt more and more every year, no matter how much better the technology is getting.
Yep.
People are getting injured every single day. We literally had
Yep.
3 or 4 torn ACLs just last week on 4 different teams.
Yep.
Just Gassa, we had Tannehill, who might have a possible ending injury. I mean, there's just so many injuries, and I don't get it.
It's sad too, because you see the coaches, like, you would think they would maybe like have a break or do something like that, but now they just keep it going. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's always been sort of the question as to why preseason's still going on. I think it's a waste of time, especially for fans, because it's on TV, but it's not like anyone really watches it.
Right, it's outside of the Hall of Fame game, which everyone checks in for maybe the first quarter.
Yeah, exactly, because it's the first sign of football, so why not?
Exactly.
But
I don't plan on watching preseason. Maybe a little bit here and there, highlights, stats, of course. Yeah. I don't need to sit there and watch backups.
Exactly. I think it's funny how you see coaches put in the backups and then they get hurt. It's kind of like you just throw them in there, and it's like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with it. Like, I think 2 seasons ago, Sean Sweetson, you know Sean Sweetson?
Oh, yeah.
He got hurt. I think it's the Hall of Fame game. He, like, went for a tackle and ended his career.
Yeah, remember that? He busted his ACL on the
Yeah.
and into him on a punt, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I remember that, and then he just, like, the next day or within a couple days just said he was done.
Yeah, then we released him. That was a sad day for us.
Yeah, he was there for, like, over 10 years?
Yeah, he was a great kicker.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
We're
But
thinking about finding a replacement for Gostkowski, which is crazy because he's been arguably the best kicker in the league for the last 5-7 years, and last year he kind of tailed off. And there's this, you've seen him on social media, but there's this phenom, Josh Gable. Have you heard of him?
No, I don't think so.
Like a trick shot kicker, but he like can kick field goals from like 60, 70 yards, and a bunch of teams have brought him in. The Patriots brought him in. I think the Seahawks brought him in, and they're all testing him out. I guarantee he'll land somewhere as a.
Dang.
It's weird to see like changing the guard and like old guys going. Like Nico retired. That was like one of our all-time greats.
Yeah. I don't know. It's tough to like know that Brady, I mean, he's going to keep playing as long as he stays healthy, but like to think that in just a few years he'll be retired, and like that's someone you've grown up watching. So that's tough.
Absolutely. Like I never was a huge Peyton Manning fan, but the season after Peyton Manning retired was like, whoa.
It's weird.
Peyton.
Yeah.
I've seen this in my entire life of watching football. I've never seen a no Peyton Manning football season.
Yeah, exactly. And then hearing about Big Ben possibly retiring, like that's pretty sad to hear, because it's like that's all I know. Yeah.
With his retirement rumors, I was shocked. I thought he was legitimately giving it consideration. I mean, I thought he was going to come back, but he seemed serious about this maybe being his last year.
Yeah, I think hopefully this year, I think they have the best offense for sure that they've had in like the last 10 years.
They've had the best offense arguably in the league every year. They just can't keep it together.
Yeah, their defense can't keep it together, but
the past 2 years they've done so much defensively in the draft. Like they've got a lot of guys. I mean, I think Bud Dupree this year is gonna explode.
Yeah, I think Shazier as well.
Oh, he's so fast.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch that defense more than the offense, honestly.
Yeah.
But
The offense you expect to put up 30, 35 a game.
yeah.
Especially when Davis is back, fully reinstated.
I'm so excited for him. Oh my god, he's
He's
a beast. What do you think about Le'Veon? Do you think he's gonna, like, his holdout will keep him?
Yeah, I think holding out is the worst thing in professional sports.
Yeah.
I agree that he should get paid, no doubt about it, and he should get paid as much as Big Ben makes. There's no reason why he should make less than Big Ben when Big Ben can't play a full season, and even when he does, he's nothing the player he used to be. Like
Exactly.
Big Ben was always even a fantasy superstar, and over the past 2-3 years, he's been like a fantasy dud.
Yeah, because he's gonna miss at least 3 games. Like, we already know that.
And he throws so many picks now. Like he's always
Yeah.
been a pretty high pick guy, but not like the past couple of years.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a lot of targets because he's still got Antonio Brown and Le'Veon.
Mm-hmm.
But their offense is so stacked on all levels.
Do you
Even
think?
the line is solid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love their line. Big Ben. That's all he does is praise their line. I love it.
He's
I
still
th-
get,
I think they could be better than Dallas's line.
that's a big statement.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it. I think they allowed 17 sacks last year. But
Sure. I think
yeah.
the only line that can compete with Dallas is Oakland. Oakland's line is dirty.
yeah. They play like a different style too. They're just like, they want to pancake every guy. I love it.
They're powerful. They're all huge, like
Oh,
6 up, and they're just powerhouses.
I think
Saints, the Patriots.
Packers isn't bad. I don't think.
They have a good line, but they don't ever play well together. Their whole
Yeah.
left side of the line is all pro, but I will accept Jared Veldier. He's been a left tackle for a while and just got moved to right tackle, so
We'll see how that goes out.
it could help stabilize that right side and give David Johnson even more running lanes.
David Johnson's such a beast. I'm so excited to watch him play.
It's unbelievable. My brother's a huge Cardinals fan. He lives in Arizona, and he was on David Johnson before the draft, and he's like, dude, watch this kid. Trust me, he's going to be amazing. I'm like, okay, well,
Wow.
we'll see. And then next year, he is in the Hall of Fame. In his first rookie year, the second year, he's best running back arguably in the league.
Yeah. It's crazy. I just love, he reminds me of Le'Veon, but like quicker. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, he's faster, obviously, because Le'Veon isn't a fast guy if he goes straight ahead. But, oh man, he's so good. I love it.
I mean, if you give me him, Zeke, or Le'Veon, I'll be happy with any of the three.
Oh yeah, agreed.
And I can't wait to watch Fournette.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, as long as they put their line together, I think he'll be a beast.
Okay? First
Yeah.
he's out, and then he shows up, and then he retires after they traded a draft pick for him, and then Julius Thomas in a separate transaction.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think if you put Fournette, honestly, on any other team, he would have a better year than he'll have on Jacksonville. But I still think he's going to be the cowbell.
Without a doubt.
What did you say?
I said I think he'll be Rookie of the Year without a doubt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What do you think about McCaffrey?
I like him a lot.
Yeah. I think he's put
Perfect.
on a good team.
Great defense. Yeah, they needed him, someone like that.
Mm-hmm.
They're just so one-dimensional. Because Cam he's I don't know. Last year might have been a fluke, but he looked scared all year, and he needs help. They can't put the offense 100% on Cam.
Yeah. They need a line. He's scared to throw the ball. He's scared to go back and throw it.
Yeah, and he can't run because he can't get out.
No, because he's already hurt.
I think McCaffrey will be tight though.
Yeah, I think the loss of Ted Ginn, so they don't have like that deep threat anymore. They have Kelvin Benjamin, but
Yeah.
I think McCaffrey really gives Newton like that little dump off because he's going to be scrambling the whole time.
Did they re-sign Corey Brown? Is he still there?
I think he is. I can check.
He always comes up with great catches. He's got good hands. He always brings balls in. He's not the most explosive guy. He doesn't take the top off the offense, but he's good and he's underrated, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they don't have a bad receiving core. At least last year, it's just that line didn't give him a chance.
Really, nothing about that team excites me. If you want me to be
No.
honest.
I mean, the loss of Josh
Can't believe
Norman.
50. That just baffles me.
Yeah. But yeah, I think loss of Josh Norman and that defense. I think it was against the Saints. Like, they gave up so many yards. Oh, no. It was the Falcons. Julio Jones, when he had, like, over 300 yards.
Yeah,
That's
well, did the same
embarrassing.
to the Saints, and Cooks and Michael Thomas both had 115 plus, I think.
Oh, my gosh.
They just
Yeah.
did every play on their corners.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They expect Bradbury to be better this year, but how can we know? He didn't play a full season last year. I don't think he was hurt
No.
either the
Yeah.
first or second half of the season. And
Yeah.
he's going into his third year now.
I think this is the third year. Yeah.
They don't have a lot of talent back there.
They don't have a lot of, like, veterans to lead that team. No. They got Kuechly, but that's it.
That's like what they're working with. Their line is their defensive line is weak. They don't have the same. They got rid of Coney Ely. They traded him to us.
Mm-hmm.
Still have Quan Short, who's great. He's awesome.
Good
But
linebackers.
yeah, but nothing about the team really excites me, and I don't
No.
think they make a lot of noise.
I expect the same thing as last year. Maybe, like, a couple more wins.
Maybe like 9-7, 10-8, or 10-6, but
Nah.
I
They're
think
not going to be that Super Bowl team.
after that Super Bowl loss, I think really hurt Cam.
Yeah. His confidence.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
time. The whole
All
team.
right. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the other day was Brady's 40th birthday. Happy birthday to Tom Brady. Whatever. What?
Happy birthday, GOAT.
Oh, God. Yeah, he is the GOAT. I'll give him that. I don't like him, but I respect him as a player.
At this point, it's hard to argue against it.
Oh, yeah.
A year ago, before this last Super Bowl win, there was still a lot of talk, but after that, it's hard to argue against Tom.
He could retire right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Since he's 40, is there any other quarterback in this league right now that could play till they're 40?
Oh, I think there's a decent number of them. I think Alex Smith is the first one that comes to mind for me.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I think after his time is over with Kansas City, I think he'll be a starter on another team. I don't know which team. I want to say
49ers.
Yeah, 49ers maybe go back home.
Yeah.
But I got a good feeling Kirk Cousins is going to go to San Francisco next year with Kyle Shanahan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know how many years Alex Smith has left of being a starter, at least for Kansas City, because they drafted.
Definitely not Kansas City. Yeah, they just got Mahomes. But
Yeah.
I think a great spot for him would be like a transitioning phase between Baltimore between Flacco and their next quarterback. And I think a great signing would be the Cap to go to Baltimore, like's been talked about, and for him to be Flacco's successor. I think it'd be weird because that's the team that beat him in the Super Bowl, but
Yeah.
Flacco is garbage.
He's never had that, like, great year. Like, he says that he's elite. Not even close.
When he signed that contract after the Super Bowl win, that $120 million, I was like almost in tears of laughter about how bad of a decision the Ravens had just made.
Yeah.
There's nothing about Joe Flacco that is elite.
Mm-mm.
He's had one of the most stacked defenses for the first half of his career, like in recent memory, with Ed Reed and Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
And now he's got nothing, and he's not bringing the team to anything. He's just awful. I hate Joe Flacco. I'm not a Ravens fan at all.
Oh, no, me either. Oh, man. Even when he goes down to snap the ball, he sounds like a Raven. Like, it's so annoying.
And what he said today, he's like, or the other day, he's like, I'd love Kaepernick to come in here and compete because, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm pretty confident I'm our quarterback, and that's not going to change. And I'm like, dude,
just wait.
If I was a GM and I had 2 months to decide between Flacco and Kaepernick, there's a good chance I'd choose Kaepernick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's the offense that fits Kaepernick because they're so used to that Flacco just standing in the pocket for 20 seconds.
Yeah, but a lot of the time they run a power run offense. That's their goal. Is to always run a power run offense. And I mean, like especially when they had what's his name before the Broncos, Kubiak.
Oh, Gary.
Kubiak. They run a play action power offense the whole game, and that's when Flacco was good because no one was paying attention to him, and he could just sling the ball 80 yards.
And he's got that arm for it, too.
He can do is a deep ball. That's the only thing he's good at.
Yeah. Crap, what was I going to say? Yeah, and they have no, like, elite receivers. I think if you take any of the receivers and put them on another team, they're going to be your number 2 receiver. So
especially now after Smith retired, they have no one.
They have
Aiken was the first round, and he's been
haven't heard from him.
Possibly a bust. I mean, we don't know. Maybe this year he can do something, but they have like talent on that team. No running game, no.
No running game at all.
I don't see-
Didn't they just sign a running back? No, I don't think so. Maybe.
I mean, their defense is pretty solid. They got
It,
a lot better,
it's
especially
always been, yeah.
they've got an insane safety tandem with him and Weddle.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. And their secondary is pretty nice. Their whole defense is really, it's on the come up for sure. But
Yeah.
their offense is so bad.
Yeah.
Like-
I think their best receiver is Mike Wallace, and Mike Wallace is a bust after Pittsburgh.
Oh my gosh, he was awesome in Pittsburgh.
I love because we used him the right way.
Yeah, you just send him deep and chuck him the ball.
Yeah.
And then screens. He was so good on screens.
Mm-hmm. I remember against the Cardinals, he had like a 95-yard deep ball. That was sweet.
All right, back to the topic. What quarterback do you?
If I could see a quarterback playing to his 40, I'd probably say Aaron Rodgers. I don't know if are you a fan of Aaron Rodgers?
I'm a big Aaron Rodgers fan.
Really? Usually Brady fans aren't fans of Rodgers.
I'm
At least my brother.
a huge fan of good football. I'm a Patriots fan, but I'm a football fan first.
I respect that. Okay.
And that's probably due to my fantasy background, being in love with all players due to fantasy.
Mhm.
And that's obviously that and Madden are the easiest ways to learn football. Fantasy and Madden.
Madden, yeah.
No
For
doubt,
sure.
you learn the rosters. You can even learn who's good and bad because you'll see a guy and you'll think, oh, he's only like an 88.
Yeah. And then you look on like
Aaron
regular
Rodgers.
NFL, you're like, where's his rating?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, he's so talented, but I think he's been shortchanged with the worst coach in football. One of the worst coaches in football. I think Mike McCarthy has the most boring offense in the world,
'Cause-
and he's got the best quarterback in the league. But him and Brady, best quarterbacks in the league, and he's got one Super Bowl in 9 seasons or 12 seasons.
Yeah.
They've only been there twice, I think.
No, I think once.
No, they lost that one to the Cardinals to get there.
That's right when what's his name? Carlos Dansby took
Yeah.
Rodgers kicked it and then he
Yeah,
caught it.
yeah.
Wow, I remember that. Yeah, and then they beat Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl. I remember that.
He should not be that head coach anymore. He's had so many years, and he just does the exact same thing every year. He says, "Okay, Aaron, we have a losing schedule. We need you to be Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to step back and let you do you." And then Aaron Rodgers goes, "Okay, look at us. We're going to go 6-0 to finish it." And that's what he does. When he takes over and Mike McCarthy sits back, that's when they do well. I mean, that's some point when your quarterback can call plays better than your head coach. Why is he still the head coach?
Exactly. You don't need. Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, if I was Josh McDaniels, I'd be looking at Indianapolis and Green Bay at those two openings, saying I want either Luck or Rodgers as Tom Brady for the next 10 years. And I mean, I'm hoping that he stays and is Bill's successor, but that's probably another 3 to 4 years, and he's the best offensive coordinator in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think isn't Matt? Is his name Matt Patricia? Is that his name?
Yeah, he's our defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I think isn't he gonna leave soon? Like maybe after this year.
Maybe he got some interviews this summer and he turned them down. But I mean, there's coaching openings every single year, except this year. Actually, I think this is the first season we haven't had a coaching change.
Oh wow, yeah.
Something about that last week. I don't know. I don't think there's been a single coaching change this offseason. And it's the first one in like 13 years to have no movement.
Yeah, usually like that Monday after the final week, there's like 10 coaches get fired.
Yeah. I mean, they did. There were a couple fires. Like Anthony Lynn took. Kubiak retired, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Anthony Lynn took that job, or did he? He took the. He took the.
Isn't it Chargers?
Yeah. He was from the Chargers. He took the Buffalo team. No, that's McDermott. Where did he take? Because Vance Joseph is the Broncos.
Yeah. Let me see.
Anthony Lynn.
I think he's the Chargers.
Yeah, I think he might. Yeah, he was. Oh, he was the Bills' offensive coordinator that led them rushing the last 2 years, and then.
Okay. Yeah, Chargers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good for Melvin Gordon then.
Yeah, I'm excited about him. I'm excited about the whole team for once. They have a lot of weapons. I hope Mike Williams isn't out the whole year, which it looks like he'll be at least probably 5 or 6 games.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, if Keenan Allen can stay healthy, Melvin Gordon, their line's better, their defense is a lot better. They've got, honestly, one of the top 3 to 5 secondaries in the league.
Yeah, and they have Joey Bosa.
Back there. Yeah, Joey Bosa. And Melvin Ingram they re-signed.
Yep.
talent. They just, I don't know what they need.
I think it's a new training staff. Their injuries are insane.
Very true.
Yeah.
And I hope he stays healthy.
If Mike Williams and Keenan Allen stay on the field, that's one of the best receiving cores, I think.
Yeah, because Don Charlie Inman, he had a really good year last year, and
Yeah.
Tyrell Williams, both
Yeah,
of them.
Tyrell Williams.
They were explosive, but they're all the same type of player, except for Keenan Allen. He can play the slot, but the other three guys, I don't think a single one of them can play the slot.
No.
They're all outside dudes.
Yep, I agree with that. Yeah, they don't have any little guys.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So what were we talking about? Oh, quarterbacks that could play till they're 40.
Think Phil could do it?
No. I think he could, but I don't think he will, because he knows that team's not going to go anywhere.
Same with Drew Brees.
Yeah. Ah, man, I forgot about Drew Brees.
37, I think. It'd only take him 3 years to get there, but I don't know. I don't know if he'll stay 3 more years. I'd like to see Sean Payton go somewhere else.
Wasn't he weren't they talking about him getting traded?
Yeah, it was. Indianapolis was a big destination he was being looked at, which I think would be awesome if he could come and make Andrew Luck the next Drew Brees. But
Yeah.
speaking of Luck, he's possibly out for 6. That sucks.
He's man.
He's
He's got so much potential, but he just didn't get that full season.
He's supposed to take over the league day one, which he
Yep.
was pretty solid his first 2 years, and then played the 3rd year with that spleen injury, and then
Yeah.
messed up his shoulder. I don't know. I just want him to be fully healthy. Even if it takes half a season, just do it right this time. He's
Yeah.
been wrong every year.
Because he keeps trying to cut himself short and just go in and then gets hurt right
And
away.
they are in no position to compete.
No.
Not even close. Andrew Luck's the only reason why they would be in any contention. Their defense sucks. Their head coach is worse than Mike McCarthy. Chuck Pagano is.
Yeah.
I would put him as the worst coach in the NFL, bar none.
Yeah.
Even worse than Marone.
Than who?
Doug Marone in Jacksonville.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think.
A lot of guys who it's hard to picture them playing till 40 because they're still in their 20s. Like a
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, it's who knows? He's only 28 or something, or 27. Who knows if he'll go another 13 years? At this point, of course he can. He's only barely becoming a starter now, or becoming a franchise player now.
Yeah.
Who knows how long he can carry a team? How do you feel about Kirk?
I love Kirk. I think he's one of my favorite players to watch and listen to, on the sound effects. He's hilarious.
Mic'd up. Love
Yeah.
it.
But yeah, he's making bank. I don't know if he deserves the money yet, because he hasn't really done much with the Redskins. I mean, obviously he's made him a.
Last season's really all he statistically has done.
Yeah.
And that's what the money was based on, was his stats, because obviously they didn't do well enough to make playoffs. That last game, he ruined it for him. Yeah, I don't know.
I think if he's put on a team, I don't think he won't be on the Redskins next year. I don't think. But if he's put on a team like San Francisco,
He's
that's
he's
tough
at
to
an
say.
age where they're younger than he is, and I don't know when the rest of the team hits their peak, I don't know where he'll be at in his career, because I think it could take 3 to 5 years for that Niners team to get back to relevance.
Yeah.
And Kirk, in 5 years, you think he's going to waste 3 to 5 years of his career?
I mean, I hear that he might go to San Francisco, but I really don't see it. I saw something that said if Big Ben retires, I could see him going to Pittsburgh. That would be amazing. I would love that.
That'd be interesting. Who's the backup? What's his name?
Landry Jones and Josh Dobbs.
He looks just like Landry Jones.
He does.
Landry Jones.
Landry Jones is awful, too.
Oh my God, he's so bad.
Yeah. I remember we went to overtime in the last week of the season. And he threw the game winner. But yeah. All right. Anyways. All right. Another thing. Who has a worse season, the Jets or the Browns?
Without question, the Jets.
Jets. I
Jets
agree.
are talentless.
They're off. I mean, their defense has no veterans and nothing like that.
Richardson and hopefully Jamal Adams can do well, and that's it.
I'm excited to see Jamal Adams. I want to see how he plays.
He's a beast.
Yeah, but their offense is just, oh man, it's
Not a single highlight about it.
no.
Really, Matt Forte. I don't know if I'd consider him a highlight, but he's probably the most.
I mean, it's pretty sad to say that he's the best running back on the team because he's
I think,
old.
I
And
think Bilal Powell will get more touches this year, and I think he's actually pretty good. When he gets touches, he's explosive and can make plays.
yeah.
But obviously, they don't have a quarterback. That's for sure.
They got Christian Hackenberg.
Yeah, do you think he'll start?
Yeah. Yeah, but I can't name a single receiver on that team.
Quincy Enunwa, he had a decent season. He's a deep threat, big body, but someone needs to be able to get the ball there.
They need just like one superstar at least on that offense. Just one.
Yeah, they need a quarterback. That's what they need.
Who do you think will start at quarterback?
I don't know. I think it's probably going to start with.
Isn't it McCown on the team?
Yeah, I think it'll most likely start with McCown. I think Bryce and Christian will both get reps throughout the season because I don't think they'll win more than 2 games. Really.
No, I think Browns will win.
I think they can go 8-8.
Really?
I do.
Dang, that's a bold statement. I'd say 4 games.
I think they've got enough talent to go 8-8. I think they're as talented as some of those Rams teams that went 8-8 every single year.
Really?
And especially with their line, got a sick linebacking core.
Yeah.
Jamie Collins and Christian Kirksey, dude, they're awesome. I love Jamie Collins. I was so sad when he left.
Oh, that's right.
Plus, there are 3 first-rounders in the draft.
Yeah, they got man.
They could take either way. They could go. They could. All the cards could play right, and they could be 8-8, or they could just be a developmental. I mean, it's going to be developmental either way, but they could just take the gas off and go 4 games, like you said.
Yeah.
I do think that their rookies and young guys will get insane amounts of playing time.
They had a good draft. I'll give them that. That was a really good draft.
They had a great draft, and they'll have another great draft next year.
Yeah, because they're still going to get probably a top 5 pick.
Probably, yeah. And they've got, I think, 1 extra first rounder and 2 extra seconds next year.
Wow. Yeah, they'll be set.
Yeah, they broke their entire team apart to do it, and they've been crapped on the last couple of years by the media, the fans, everyone. But really, it's if you don't have a guy like Brady or Rodgers who can take you there without a full team,
it's tough to do.
It's like the Suns at this point. We're only rebuilding and taking it slow through the draft because there's just no chance of competing any other way.
Yeah.
And I realize that the next 3 years are taken by the Golden State Warriors, so I figure why not shoot for 2020?
Yeah, that's true. What do you think about Deshaun Kaiser? Do you think he could be a good quarterback for them?
I do. I think he's the most polarizing prospect in the entire draft. I think he could be as good as any quarterback or as bad as any quarterback, but I think he'll be good. I think he'll be the starter by the end of the season.
I'm actually kind of scared about playing against them twice, honestly.
Dude, they could surprise people. I mean, they're one of those teams that you look over and they surprise you. They get a couple shots or something. I don't know. I mean, it's all about matchups.
Yeah, they're that team that you're about to go into the playoffs and then you have that one more game and they just kick you out of it.
Yeah,
I hate that. Yeah.
What they're doing. I like their whole. They've got pieces on both sides of the ball. The line is pretty solid. They really, really improved their line.
Yeah.
So I think that they'll be pretty decent. And from what Hugh Jackson's been saying, Kaiser's looked as good as any of the quarterbacks. And he could be the starter by game 1. So
yeah, I won't be surprised. Why not?
Neither. I mean, Brock Osweiler is not going to turn your team around. That's for sure.
No, there's no way I think he should be starting.
My brother was big on Brock Osweiler coming out of Denver, and I was like, this Brock guy is nothing. He's 6'7" and throws the ball from his chest. Like, this guy is not a quarterback, and he's horrible, and they paid him $72 million.
Waste of money. I couldn't believe that. But, yeah.
And then first, like, NBA-type deal where they traded a draft pick just to dump a salary.
Yeah.
It was smart. They got a smart front office.
Yep. All right. What's the team that will dethrone the New England Patriots?
Are we talking in the Super Bowl or in the AFC?
We'll talk the AFC. What team's going to keep them out of the Super Bowl?
Obviously, the biggest talk in the town is that the Raiders are the only team that have a chance, which I think they're pretty damn good, and I'm looking forward to that Mexico game. Yeah. Steelers, I'm always scared to play them, but Tom Brady eats Big Ben for lunch.
Every time.
Got
Every
it.
time.
His back pocket. I think he's 10-1 against him.
Yep.
Yeah, so that team doesn't worry me as much as it should, but it does at the same time because they're so scary, explosive. And Mike Tomlin is such a good coach.
I love Mike Tomlin. He just got re-signed, I think.
Through 2020, 2022.
Yeah. 2020.
Yeah, dude, I love Mike Tomlin. He's like that black guy you see in every single sitcom show.
He's like that uncle.
Exactly. He's like just that guy who's always around.
Yeah.
And he's, I don't know, he's just awesome. I have nothing but respect for Mike Tomlin.
Yeah. I've been hearing that, like, people call him that cheerleader type of coach.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he is, but he knows what he's doing. Like, he knows how to run that defense. He knows how to make sure the offense is going.
It's a storied franchise with a very successful owner and general manager. They're not going to keep Mike Tomlin around if he's not doing a good job.
They've had three coaches since.
But it hasn't just the talent.
Yeah.
There's been a lot more talented teams that have done a lot worse than the Steelers.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like Packers. Packers have been
Packers
more
have
successful.
I think Packers have been a disappointment for the last decade, really.
Yeah, one
They-
Super
no-
Bowl when they've had a solid team.
There's no reason they shouldn't be representing the NFC every single year in the Super Bowl when they've
No.
got arguably the most gifted quarterback of all time. There's no reason, and it's not like they only have a quarterback. They've got Jordy Nelson, they have Randall Cobb, they have players on their offense. They just Mike
I don't
McCarthy
know.
doesn't know how to put a creative play together.
Yeah, I don't know. They need to get something going on that offense because they have weapons. Like their running back, they have Ty Montgomery, who's
Montgomery, they drafted someone who's I think actually they drafted two running backs. But yeah, they got the pieces. There's no doubt about it, especially with Devontae Adams coming out pretty strong.
yeah.
They've got that other dude, Geronimo Allison, I think.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
It's a sweet name.
I mean, Rodgers can turn anyone into a weapon, so they just need a better offense, really. I think if they had a better offense, they'd be 12-4 Super Bowl every single year.
Yeah, because they could beat any team on that NFC.
Yeah, the reason they don't make it to the playoffs is because they have to try so damn hard during the regular season.
Because they fall so behind.
Easy, yeah, they always fall behind, always have to catch up, and then they're gassed by playoffs. And it's just, I don't know how they haven't realized it by now.
Yeah.
And it's partly Aaron Rodgers' fault because he always endorses Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, they got like that bromance.
Really, if Aaron just said, I'm over this guy, he'd be gone in a snap. Because
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy's not worth nearly what Aaron Rodgers is worth to the team.
No.
You can't find another Aaron Rodgers anywhere.
Yeah, I agree.
So how do you feel about their backup Hundley?
I don't think he's going to be playing anytime soon, and I haven't really seen enough from him.
He'll
But
be on the Packers by the end of the season.
you don't think he will be?
I don't. There's a lot of interest in him around the league, and I think there should be.
Jets? I could see him on the Jets.
I think
mean,
I could see the Arizona Cardinals.
yeah, I could see that too.
They need a Carson Palmer successor
Palmer's done after this year.
for this year. No doubt about it. He should have been done last year. They brought in Blaine Gabbert, who obviously has been a joke everywhere.
Yeah.
But he's been pretty solid for the Cardinals throughout camp, and he was good in the first preseason game, but of course it's only preseason.
Yeah, you're playing against fifth strings.
Can you believe? Listen to this stat. Blaine Gabbert, since 2011, when he was drafted, I think 2011, 43 games he's been available to play in. He has started 40 out of 43 games that he's played in. Blaine Gabbert.
No way.
I swear to God, what is that as a percentage? He has started 93% of his career games
I could.
and has had, I think, 7 different head coaches.
I don't. Man, I couldn't even. What the heck?
That blew my mind.
I feel bad for him because he's been given that chance, but he just hasn't been given like a consistent
Definitely
like,
been
management.
Like there's some guys you say all he needs is a chance, but there's definitely this is definitely on him. He's had plenty of chances, but if there's any place for a quarterback to revive their career, Arizona is one of the best places because of their coaching staff with Bruce Arians and Tom Moore. They're two of the best quarterback whisperers in the game. I mean, Bruce Arians just released a book called Quarterback Whisperer, and he's had his hands on Peyton Manning, Big Ben, Carson Palmer. He's had his hands on Andrew Luck, everyone. I mean,
Yeah.
he's an awesome guy. I think I think Arizona's got one of the top 3 to 5 again front offices in the league.
Yeah, and definitely a top coach.
Yeah, definitely a top coach and top GM, big time top GM. Their whole front office is so good. They're like a class A organization.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a few more minutes, so I'll just skip to one question. Players that you're most excited to watch this season. Give me 2.
2. That's tough. I'm gonna say Hassan Reddick, linebacker on the Cardinals.
Yeah.
He was my favorite player in the draft. I was dying for the Patriots to make a trade for him.
Me too.
I'll give you rookies and then non-rookies.
Okay.
And then other rookie, Leonard Fournette, for sure.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of rookies I'm excited to see. There's the corner class is solid, the safety class is solid, like Obi Elifonwu, whatever.
Oh, I want him so bad.
Dude, he's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are my rookies I'm most looking forward to. Non-rookies. I want to see Todd Gurley bounce back. I mean, I could give you 5 guys. I want to see Todd Gurley bounce back. I want to see if Martavis is going to play, and if he plays, I know he'll play well.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind. Really looking forward to seeing the tandem of Stephon Gilmore and Malcolm Butler.
Mm-hmm. Should I give you mine?
Yeah, you go.
All right. I'll give you 2 rookies and then 2 not rookies. One rookie, man, I'd say Leonard Fournette, and then I would say TJ Watt, because I want to see how similar he is to JJ. Because he seems small, but I don't know. From watching him in Wisconsin, he's pretty big.
Yeah, he's productive, that's for sure.
Yeah. And then 2 non-rookies. I'd definitely say Martavis, just because it's been over a year without him, and I miss him.
Realistically, as a Steeler, I'll change my Martavis to Bud Dupree, because I really think he's gonna. I think he'll go for 12 or more sacks this year. I really do. I think he'll be one of the elite pass rushers in this league, and then he'll get paid like it afterwards.
Yeah. Another one. Crap, I had one. I'd probably say maybe Jordan Howard from Chicago.
Yeah.
He had a good rookie season, so I'm excited to watch him play like a full season now.
When we were talking Dolphins and Bears and Jay Cutler, I was gonna bring up the question I forgot. Who would you prefer, Jordan Howard or Jay Ajayi?
I think Jordan Howard is more consistent, because if you look at his stats, he's more consistent, obviously. But Jay Ajayi, he's just explosive. Like, he'll give you that one game that has over 150 yards, but the next game he'll probably put up like 70 or so. So I'd probably pick
better all-around back, and I think he's better suited for a pass/run offense, where I think Ajayi is better for
power.
Put the entire team on his back, run him 30 times a game, and just bust through the line every time.
I would prefer more of a versatile back, so I'd probably pick Jordan Howard.
Same.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to watch those 2 guys play and those 2 rookies. So,
all right, I'm bringing in a last question.
All right.
2 second-year players you think will have the biggest breakout?
Okay. 2 second-year players. Dang. That's a tough one.
Or let's say second or third year. So if you're trying to remember who's second and third, you can mix those 2 classes.
Okay.
First one off the top of my head,
Jalen
Ramsey.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey. Forgot about him. He's a beast.
There's one other player I had in mind.
Crap, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one, because there's a lot of good young players. The league is
Yeah.
an awesome place right now,
Yeah.
and it's like changing, and it's becoming like a whole new generation of guys. While the other ones are being kind of shoot out the door, and this new generation is awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they're
Yeah.
more versatile. There's more things that these guys could do.
Exactly.
Honestly, a breakout for me, I'd probably have to say Jordan Howard. Like, he's a second-year player this year. I expect like big things from him. I think he's gonna be a beast.
Two other players you can see. I think Carson Wentz will have a good year, and I think Jared Goff will have a much better year.
Because he's gonna have a full season. He's got a good coach in Sean McVay.
8-9. They stole Whitworth and Zeitler, I think, from the Bengals. I think
Yeah.
they put both of them on the
Yeah.
Rams, and that's 2 bookends on either side. That's really strong.
What's his name? I don't know how many years this guy has been playing, but I want to see Mike Gillislee have a great year.
Yeah, well,
New England.
it's for sure. Well, I mean, he wants to take LeGarrett's goal line touches, so that first off signals that he could be a good fantasy spot.
Yeah.
But we also got Rex. So
What'd you say?
we also got Rex. So
Oh yeah.
he's strong. He's like a goal line back too.
Yeah. Okay, I got one. I think Tyreek Hill is gonna have a massive year.
Ooh, I do too.
I love Tyreek Hill.
I do too.
Yeah.
He's fun to watch. I can't wait till Mahomes steps in and the new generation of guys. Oh, Jeremy Maclin. Speaking of
Yeah.
that team, on a new team.
Yeah. I think he'll be good too.
I think he went to Baltimore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's actually a weapon. I forgot about that. I think he
Yeah.
was getting
I
total
don't know.
short stick.
Yeah, I forgot about Macklin when we were talking about him.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're just about out of time.
Finishing up.
Yeah, but I mean, we could keep going on for hours probably.
Oh, easily. That's why we
But,
got segments.
Yeah, but I mean, that's all we could fit in right now. So I appreciate you joining the call, Ethan.
I
It's
appreciate
been a
being
pleasure.
invited and being allowed to speak my mind.
No worries. Anytime. Just keep calling.
Cool. Looking forward to it, man.
On the scene, know we doing it right. Talking politics, you read when we up on the mic. It's no BS, we cover each and every weekend. Put you on the game, this is WTF.